everybody, and what is going on? Welcome to a very long overdue Blu-ray and DVD update. I do apologize for having skipped these for a little while. I was supposed to do one, I don't know, months ago, and yeah, just sort of never got around to it. You know, the old excuse, I've been busy, etc. And then, yeah, I thought, okay, I'll do one on the next 2 months, because normally I do them 2 monthly, and that didn't happen, and yeah, and here I am now with a Blu-ray and DVD collection, well, even just like for these last few months, that probably equates to a lot of people's like entire collections. So this is quite possibly going to take a little while to get through, but it's okay because we're gonna have fun, I think. Anyway, so yeah, I've just sort of put them in a few different piles, because there's a story behind one pile, etc. I'm just going to go through them as quickly as possible. I'm not going to take up too much of your time, and then by all means in the comments section we can talk about these movies if you want to. If that's what you want to do, then that's what we'll do. So I don't know where to start. Okay, maybe with a couple. Let's start with a couple of DVDs that I bought, because yeah, I don't normally buy DVDs, but under these circumstances I kind of had to. So one of them is a TV series that I still haven't even watched yet, which one day I'll get around to it, but it's a show called Kidding. Now, Kidding, it stars Jim Carrey, who I'm a very big fan of, and from what I remember about it, it was created by Michel Gondry, who was the director of Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind, and is just one of my favorite directors. Like, I just love that guy's quirkiness, and yeah, so I'm very keen to see it. After I bought the DVD of season 1, I then discovered that it's actually showing on one of our streaming services here, so yeah, I didn't really need to buy it, but I did. But another DVD that I bought is True Lies. Now, True Lies, I had to buy on DVD because this movie has never been released on Blu-ray. There's a few Jim Cameron films, like The Abyss as well, that have never been released on Blu-ray, and I don't really understand why. I'm sure there's a reason. But a little while back, I was invited to another channel, Fanjecture. Check him out. He's an amazing dude. Where we were doing like a debate on Schwarzenegger films. And that was one of those movies that I had seen it once or twice, but it never really grabbed me for some strange reason. And watching it again, though, I can see why so many people proclaim this to be, like, you know, one of the greatest action movies. Like, it is really good. Like, yeah, this time around, I kind of got it a bit better. So, yeah, glad I own it, but kind of sucks that I had to buy it on DVD. All right, next pile I'm going to go through. So, oh, man, see, this is going back quite so... What has it been, like 6 months or something? One morning, I came downstairs, I opened my door just to see if any packages had arrived, and there was this big cardboard box sitting on my doorstep that had a ton of Blu-rays and DVDs in it. And I spent several days trying to figure out who the hell left this gigantic box of awesome movies there, and I eventually did figure it out. And if my friend Sean is watching, hello, thank you very much. And yeah, most of the stuff in there was stuff I wanted to keep. Like, there were quite a few things that I already had, but so I'm going to go through the pile of stuff that was in that box that I have chosen to keep. And sorry about all that. I just, you know, I don't really like editing videos whenever I can avoid it, so I'm going to try and get through this without any cuts. Alright, so, yes, I got this, like, gigantic pile here, so I'm just going to go through them. So, there was this copy of E.T., which, I think, did I have it? Yeah, I do have it on Blu-ray already, but this one's like a 100th anniversary, like, super duper awesome thing with, like, this cool booklet and stuff, like a sort of a making of booklet. You know, I've only got one hand, sorry. So that is a definite keeper. I'm very happy with that. Green screen. That's, oh, editing. Maybe I should. Green Street Hooligans with Elijah Wood. I've never seen this movie. I've heard really good things about it. I'm really keen to see it, and so that was a definite keeper. We got the Family Guy trilogy Blu-ray box set here. Now, I'm keeping this because I believe I've got two of them on Blu-ray, but one of them, the first one, I had on DVD, and so I was kind of thinking, oh, do I break this box set up and just keep the, no, I don't. I just keep the box set. So, yeah, Family Guy, Star Wars trilogy. Pineapple Express. Now, Pineapple Express, ages ago, kind of when it first came out, my girlfriend at the time and I, we rented it out from a video store. We started watching it and weren't fans of it at all. We turned it off, actually, and went out, so I've never finished it. But I don't know, since then, it's one of those movies I keep hearing a lot of people saying, like, they really enjoyed it, and oh my god, you should see it one day and stuff. And so, you know what? I thought, why not? I'm going to hang on to that one. I'm going to check it out. Prometheus, which, yeah, it wasn't a bad movie. Wasn't, like compared to the other Alien movies, it's not great. However, it's a 3D Blu-ray, and since I'm kind of nuts on 3D movies, I now have 100 actually. Yeah, that one is a definite keeper, and I'm really keen to see that in 3D. That should look pretty good. Let's save those for last because they're DVDs. Yeah, this movie Baraka, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know much about it, to be honest. But it's one of those movies that, looking at it, I'd be like, I don't really want to see it. But I don't know. I was kind of thinking, well, I have it now, so maybe I'll keep it and I'll watch it and, expand my horizons. Like, you got to do that sometimes. You got to step out of your comfort zone and watch movies that you ordinarily wouldn't really watch. So I'm going to do it. Hannah, which has inspired is it a Netflix TV series? Or Amazon? I don't know, one of those. Anyway, yeah, not a bad movie. Saoirse Ronan, kind of a action thriller. Eric Bana was in it as well. Yeah, I didn't mind it. It wasn't great, but yeah, it was worth keeping. We've got Tom Hardy, Joel Edgerton, Nick Nolte in Warrior. Is it just Warrior or The Warrior? No, it's just Warrior. I have not seen it because it's a boxing movie. And ordinarily, boxing movies don't really inspire me that much. But yeah, another movie that I've heard good things about. So, let's just keep that one. We've got Source Code with Jake Gyllenhaal, which I did watch. I was very curious. I looked it up and it said good things about it. And I was like, oh, let's check it out. And to be honest, I only remember bits of it. Yeah, like a few months later, and I've kind of forgotten it a bit. But it wasn't a bad movie, though. Like, I enjoyed watching it. I've just kind of forgotten it a little bit. We've got a Javier Bardem film called Beautiful. I don't know anything about it at all. I'm guessing it's a foreign film, being that it's by Alejandro González Iñárritu. Yeah. Anyway, I just figured I'd keep it. I don't know. Because sometimes when you get handed something for free, even though it's not something you really asked for, you keep it. It's what you do. We've got a Michael Jai White movie called Blood and Bone. Another movie that I don't know anything about at all. So, yeah. But I like Michael Jai White. Yeah. What does that say? The best opening scene ever, said Film Critics United. Okay. Well, that's got me intrigued. Then we got a bunch of DVDs. We have got Smokin' Aces, which has an ensemble cast of people like Ben Affleck, Andy Garcia, Alicia Keys, Ray Liotta, Jeremy Piven, Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, that's one of those movies I've been curious about, but I've never actually seen it. So, yeah, figured I'd hang on to that. There's a movie called The Square, which I think might be an Australian film. Yes, I would say it is an Australian film. Not since Fight Club has a thriller. Thriller thrilled like The Square. Who comes up with that stuff? Yeah, another one of those movies that figured why not. Chocolat, which oh, it's still in its shrink wrap. Yeah, and it was almost passed on again, still in its shrink wrap. It's you know, again, a movie I never really wanted to see, but then I kind of got thinking, again, outside the box, you know, step outside and stuff, and thought, look, you know, it's supposedly quite an acclaimed film, and Johnny Depp's great, so what the hell? Then we got Moonrise Kingdom, which is a Wes Anderson film, and I don't even like Wes Anderson films. Yeah, I said it. I don't like them. They're... Like, don't get me wrong, if you like Wes Anderson films, that is great. Good on you. They're just not for me. They seem a bit pretentious and arty-farty, and I don't know why I'm keeping this. I don't know. I have no explanation. And the last one is AI, Artificial Intelligence, which is a movie that I've never seen, but I'm very curious about this one. Yeah, like, you know, it's a Steven Spielberg film, so how can you possibly go wrong? I don't know. But we will find out soon. Okay, fine, so I did have to cut because my camera only shoots for 12-minute rounds, and like, yeah, so, you know, if I go for more than 12 minutes, or close to 12 minutes, I'm gonna have to stop it and start it again. Okay, so on to the things that I have been buying in terms of Blu-rays. Excuse me a second. Alrighty, oh, wow, I bought these. Well, that's some of them, haha, because there's some more coming after these ones. But anyway, okay, so going through, I got Maleficent, Mistress of Evil is what I'm trying to say. Oh, that's shiny. The 3D Blu-ray, which I did have to order from the UK because Disney do not distribute 3D movies in Australia anymore. You bastards. Anyway, so yeah, I got that because I really enjoyed it. I thought it was better than the first one, and just, yeah, just a really enjoyable film. So, and the 3D looked so good. It really did. I remember seeing it at the movies and thinking to myself, this would look really good in 3D. And you know what? I wasn't wrong. Next up we have Knives Out, which I don't think I need to really explain what that is because it's a movie that everybody loves, and so they should, because it is freaking awesome. Next one up is Jojo Rabbit. And the reason I'm laughing is because New Zealand got the release of this a whole month before we did in Australia. And I remember thinking to myself, oh my God, this is so great. I can, like, you know, because I saw it twice at the movies. I mean, I love the film. It was my second favorite movie of last year. So I pre-ordered the New Zealand version, and it turned up early. I was like, haha, sucked in, everybody. I've got it super early. And I was like bragging to everyone and stuff. You know what? To this day, I still haven't even watched it on Blu-ray. Which, I probably should. It does have extra features and stuff. Yeah, look, it was one of those cases where I saw it twice at the movies, so it was still fresh in my mind, and so I never really, felt compelled to revisit it anytime soon. But, I mean, I will, eventually. It's a great movie. But, yeah, I just thought it was funny that I was, like, so over the top about, like, oh my God, I get to see it early, and whatever. I got Dread, the 3D version of Dread. As in the most recent one, and most recent was like from a few years back. I'd never seen it. Like, not a big Judge Dredd fan or anything, but I continually kept hearing from so many people saying, "Oh my God, you've got to see it! It's a great action movie. You're gonna love it and stuff." And I did. It was really, really good. Yeah, I'm extremely oopsies. I'm extremely happy that I own that one. I also got The Grudge, and I don't care what you say, as in, like, the most recent one. I enjoyed it. I know I am in the extreme minority when I say that. But yeah, I dug it. I can't help it. And I bought it on Blu-ray. Okay, admittedly, I haven't watched it again. But yeah, look, I don't know. I can't explain why I liked it. I just did. I also got 1917 because it's 1917 and that was freaking brilliant, and that was definitely worth buying on day one. Not that I've watched it, but anyway. And The Gentleman, which I also really love. The Guy Ritchie film with Hugh Grant and Matthew McConaughey. All right. Yeah, I really dug that film. That was a really entertaining film, so naturally I got that one. I got Crimson Peak because One of my friends on Twitter recently did this thing where everyone had to submit a horror film, and I can't remember how many there were, like 20 or so, 25, and we were supposed to watch all those films or whatever, and this was the only one on the entire list that I didn't actually own. So I bought it because it was like $10. I thought, look, what the hell, you know, I mean, I like the people that are in it and the people who made it and all that, and nothing really happened then. That idea, it was a great idea, don't get me wrong, but I don't think anyone actually watched all the movies. Like, yeah, the idea just went out there and then just died. So, but I now have Crimson Peak, so one day I'm going to watch it. From what I've heard, it's not that great, which is why I haven't actually gotten around to seeing it yet, but, you know. Oh, okay, the next one. This is a movie that it used to sometimes come on late night TV here, and whenever it did, I made sure to watch it because I love it. And that is a movie called Brain Damage. Not to be confused with Brain Dead. Brain Damage is a movie about a young guy who comes across this worm-like creature named Aylmer, who goes on the back of your neck and squirts into your brain like this blue liquid, which makes you trip balls and like see colors and all that sort of stuff. And in exchange, like, you become hooked on this stuff, but in exchange, Aylmer needs to eat human brains, and so this guy has to like take him around to eat brains in order. Like, the whole movie is a metaphor for drug addiction and, you know, the adverse consequences it can have on your life. But yeah, it's so great. It was made by Frank Henenlotter, who also did the Basket Case films, and even has a cameo from the guy from Basket Case in it with his basket. But yeah, I love this movie so much, and I had it on DVD, but when I saw it was on Blu-ray, I was like, you know what? I gotta have it. So I do. And I also got The Invisible Man, because The Invisible Man is one of my most favorite movies of this year, and watching it again on Blu-ray, it is every bit as good, and the behind-the-scenes stuff was great. Leigh Whannell honestly seems like one of the raddest dudes on earth. Like, he just seems so down to earth, and, you know, even though this guy has like worked with so many Hollywood A-listers and stuff, yeah, and worked on some huge movies, like, he just seems like, I don't know, just a, you know, average guy making his first movie again or whatever. But yeah, love it. What else we got? We've got Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, because when I saw Jay and Silent Bob Reboot to review it, I might have accidentally downloaded it, not entirely legally, but I always said, yes, I will buy it when it comes out so I can support the film. And so there you go, there is proof. Look at that, I bought it. So yeah, I'm not such a bad pirate. Oh, that belongs in that pile actually, so that can stay over there, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. I also got Onward, the 3D Blu-ray, because Onward may possibly be the best movie I've seen this year, as far as, you know, like, in terms of like quality. Yeah, that is a really amazing film, and I cannot wait to see it in 3D. I haven't done so yet, but being a computer animated film, because those are the films that always look best in 3D, so yeah, I'm sure it's going to look amazing. And only, I think it was yesterday, I picked up Police Squad, the complete series, which of course is the show that Naked Gun came from, and I love the Naked Gun movies so much. Leslie Nielsen is one of the funniest people who ever walked this planet. And yeah, I am really looking forward to checking that out. And I also got A Beautiful Mind with Russell Crowe. Now, I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret here. So, I was talking about Fanjecture before, and his channel and stuff, and so recently I was part of a discussion thing where we had to talk about 8 different Ron Howard films. Now, I'm going to go right ahead right now and admit that I actually only saw 4 of them. There were 4 films that I hadn't seen, and I was sort of just trying to baffle my way through with bullshit. You know, I did a lot of research and everything and stuff, so I kind of knew what I was talking about. And it turns out that everything I said about this film was bang on. It is extraordinary. I loved this film. I only watched it for the first time a couple of nights ago. The only thing I would have done differently was talk more about Jennifer Connelly's performance in this and her character as John Nash's wife. I thought the story was largely about her as well as him, like, and what she was going through and what a saint she was. And it kind of resonated with me personally as well, because in a much smaller way, I had kind of been through what she went through. Yeah, but absolutely brilliant movie. So there you go. Now, on to the last pile of movies. I have been adding movies to my Margot Robbie collection. Yeah, because she's one of my favorite actresses, and so, you know, why not? So we'll start this with About Time, which was a Richard Curtis film about a dude who discovers that he can travel through time on his 21st birthday. He can go back and, you know, change events and stuff like that. And yeah, like Margot had a small role in it, but you know, she looked good. But yeah, it's a good film. I didn't mind. I had seen it before. But yeah, I didn't mind that one. One that I hadn't seen was Focus with Will Smith. And yeah, that was good. Yeah, it was good. I don't regret getting it. I'll probably watch it again down the track. But yeah, that's the thing with Margot. Like, she doesn't always star in great films. Another good one was I can never say this name. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, WTF, which was starring Tina Fey, based on a story about a female reporter in the Middle East and during the wartime and stuff. Yeah, it was pretty good. I didn't mind that one. We got Z for Zachariah, which I haven't gotten around to watching yet, but yeah, from everything that I know about this film, it sounds really, really good. It's only got 3 people in the cast, and yeah, that intrigues me. I like minimalist movies like that, so looking forward to that one. Oh, I got Terminal, with her and Simon Pegg, and yeah, it was interesting. It was a very experimental film. She also produced this movie. Mike Myers was in this movie, actually, and he was a standout. He was really good. But yeah, it's a weird film, that one. I've also picked up Goodbye Christopher Robin, which I haven't actually watched yet, but I'm going to soon, which I don't know too much about it, but it looks all right. How are we doing for time? Oh, I'm going to have to stop and start again. Boom! There you go. I stopped and started again. Which is funny because I'm down to one last movie. One last movie that I have 2 copies of. So, of course, Birds of Prey came out. And I have 2 steelbooks. Yeah, both of them completely different. I think this one here was like an overseas version. This is the Australian version that we got. Both very shiny and awesome. And yeah, I freaking love this movie. Now, I know there are better movies that have come out this year, but I think this is my favorite. Like, this is a movie that I've seen about 10 times now. I absolutely love it. And when it came time to choose between the 2 steelbooks, I was like, oh, I don't know, which one do I want? Okay, I want this one. Then later on I was like, oh, I want this one as well, but it's discontinued. Shit. So I had to go hunting for it, and eventually found it. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. So I have the 2 steelbooks, which yeah, I like those. They're good. I almost had another steelbook, which was The Legend of Tarzan, the 3D one, for my Margot collection, but you know what? That is a movie that I just can't bring myself to buy because it was just so average. And from what I remember of like my feelings when I saw the film, I was just kind of bored. Which is a shame because it's got like Samuel L. Jackson, Christoph Waltz, a whole bunch of really great people in it. But yeah, I saw there was a 3D steelbook on eBay for like $15. I was like, that's pretty good. Oh, do I want it? No, not really. I even found it brand new in a shop for $5. And even then, for $5, I still couldn't do it. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll end up owning that movie. I don't know. It's like, I like Margot. I like 3D movies. I like all those other actors. Like, is that enough? Does that justify a purchase? I don't think so. But anyway, Alright, so that's everything that I've bought over the last however many months, like 6 months, or however long it's been. So yes, thank you very much for sticking around through this video, if indeed you have. And yeah, soon things are going to get back to normal on this channel because movies are going to start getting released soon. Things like Unhinged and Greenland and Tenet, and yeah, there's a few movies coming out soon that all look really good. So I'm going to be looking forward to getting back into the swing of reviewing things soon because yeah, it's been kind of weird, but anyway, so yeah, if you want to talk about any of the movies that I've just been like hovering around in front of your faces, by all means, drop me some comments, fire away, because that's why I do this stuff, to talk about it. Or if you've purchased anything recently that you're particularly happy with and proud of, let me know what it is, because I want to know what you guys have got as well. Alrighty, so that being said, fire away, drop me some comments either here, Facebook or Twitter. All the social media links are in the description below, because I like to talk about movies and I would love to talk about movies with you. Catch you next time.
Click subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest movie reviews. Skynet will be taking over any day now, so what have you got to lose? Nyah.